Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Ms. Josie Del Rosario, FIVB International Referee. Second referee, Mr. Joven Racelis, National Referee. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Let's begin with their team captain and guest player returning. Number 1, Catherine Brianna Bell from the USA. At number 4, Jasmine Nabor. Wearing jersey number 7, Mylene Paat. At number 17, Seth Marion Rodriguez. Number 21, Princess Anne Robles. And number 22, Pauline Marie Gaston. Starting libero is number 24, Buting Duremdes. Head coach, Mr. Emilio Reyes Jr., Coach Kung Fu. Calling on our defending champions, our Petro Gazz Angels. Let's begin with their team captain. She wears jersey number 9, Mary Remy Joy Palma. At number 6, Ethan Lane Arce. Wearing jersey number 10, Brooke Ann Van Sickle. Number 11 is a returning guest player from Cuba, Wilma Salas. Number 15, Myla Pablo. And number 17, Relea Ferina Saed. Starting libero is number 7, Jelly Tempiatura. Head coach, Mr. Koji Suzurabara. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
Back here at the PVL Echo Oil
Match
Center,
number
taking a look at the
48.
starters for Chery
Second
Tiggo.
round
Pauline
of
Gaston,
the Preliminaries,
part of the
Season
starting
7.
lineup today.
Reinforced
Place of the
conference
Dapsdapple, who started
of
the
the
last game,
Philippines.
and she is
Volleyball League.
our new graduate. Congratulations to Daps, who's graduating from college
volleyball.
today. On the other side of things, Petro Gazz Angels starting with the same first 6, and Jelly Tempiatura, of course, the starting libero. And Petro Gazz currently in the 6th spot, so securely in the top 8. But
Begin the
they
match.
still stand
We have the
to better their
from the
standings. At saka
Angel setter.
ang tanong dito is, are they going
Number
to be playing
17,
Creamline or are they
Saed.
going to be playing Signal pagpasok sa quarterfinals?
Exactly, but for Chery Tiggo, it's
And let's get
it's a
started
matter
here.
of just
First
getting
point.
this win and gaining that confidence.
And that's a great cut
Cross
shot
court
to start
shot.
things off.
Robles.
Says Robles. Just using her elevation. For her. Hi, Chery Tiggo.
Seth Rodriguez serving.
Draws first blood in
Chery Tiggo.
this matchup. Last day of competition here in the preliminary round. Good first ball. G-side looking for Brooke. Brooke Van Sickle gets another chance. Easy peasy for Chery.
Thank you, says Van Sickle.
Third time's a charm for Van
1-0.
Sickle. Right away on fire. Van Sickle, as we mentioned at the top of the coverage, showing really good numbers. She is all over the stats, the 5th best scorer in the league, the first among the
Angels.
locals. And she is also the #1 server in the league so far. That one goes out.
Serve is out.
As we speak.
2-1.
Medyo nabate ang serve ni Brooke Van Sickle. She is also the 7th best spiker and the 7th best
Mylene
digger in the
Paat.
league. So Brooke
Serving for the
showing her
crossovers.
all-around prowess, her versatility as a player.
Off the net and
Good
in.
wind up there. For Myla Pablo, quick point for her. One of the
Ethan
veterans.
Larson serving for Petro Gazz.
Myla Pablo. Meantime, pride of Pawan, Batangas. It's an Arce with a serve. And That's Gaston, dug there by Van Sickle. That one went over. Another chance here for Chery. Oh, that was a botched play there. Miscommunication on the side of Chery. And let's call in Alexis Tinsay for an early report.
Chiki and Ayel, like you said, if Petro Gazz wins in 3 or 4 sets, they're facing Creamline in the quarterfinals. And if they win in 5, they're facing PLDT. Rem Palma of the Petro Gazz Angels told me that they shouldn't choose which foe to face because it's going to bring bad karma, as agreed by their teammates. And they don't want to lose momentum either way, and they have to win every game, and that's on period for Rem. Moreover, it's the first time Campbell will be facing Wilma Salas this conference, which are both forces to reckon with, given that their performance today will lead the adjustments for the next game. Watch all Petro Gazz's PVL live in HD or for just 149 pesos per month. Back to set 1 to see who will dominate Wilma from Santiago de Cuba or Kat from San Diego, California.
Outside shot, pad.
Battle of the Americans here, one from the US and the other one from Cuba. And so far, it's a nip and tuck. Petro Gazz with an early 1-point lead. Myla Pablo
Petro Gazz
at the serve. That's a good serve. Play continues. Chisaet looking for Salas, taking it slow. Back row attack, Van Sickle.
Back row attack.
Getting a lot of touches early in this first set, and why not? Van Sickle really impressing us with her efficiency also.
Service, Pablo.
Nice floater by Myla Pablo.
Back quick,
Gaston with the floor with that perfect pass and a perfect set and a finish by Pauline Gaston. Well played by Chery
Gaston with the crossovers.
Oh, that was a
Bell
over receive and
5-all.
Kat Bell knew exactly what to do with it.
Here between Petro Gazz Angels and the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
Good first ball. Salas, this time
Salas
gets it.
with a cross-court kill.
Salas with a 40-point output the last time out. Let's see what kind of game Salas will be giving us today.
Salas is coming into this game with a lot of momentum, as we mentioned earlier. 32 points against 34 points against Creamline and the 40 points against PLDT.
Bell over the block.
6-5. They got 6-all spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan. Kat Bell. Second point, rather. That one
Ball is out.
outside. Chery Tiggo will get that point and the
Illegal
ball
back
back.
row attack. Called on Pop. Service, Nabor.
Again, looking at the scenarios here, Chery Tiggo will definitely play PLDT in the first day of the quarterfinals.
Outside shot. Van Sickle.
Kill by Van Sickle. And we'll take a quick break.
There's a challenge on the floor by the Petro Gazz Angels for ball in.
Actually, we will not. We will stay on air here because it's the first challenge. We're getting a ball in, ball out challenge on that last long hit by Brooke Van Sickle. And again, going back to what is at stake here, Petro Gazz looking to improve their standings and hoping to win this game. Although if they win today, they will be meeting Creamline.
Right.
And a loss would mean that they would be meeting Signal in the first game of the quarterfinals, which, by the way, is
really
a
just
knockout quarterfinals. So you cannot afford to lose games because that will just take you out of the running. That is outside, definitely. Long ball.
ball is
called
clearly
outside
out. The
as
challenge
it was
is
outside.
unsuccessful.
We'll take a quick
We
break.
move to our first
Stay right there.
technical timeout. Chery Tiggo leads at 8-6.
Welcome back, Chery Tiggo Crossovers with a 2-point lead so far. Jasnabor on the service line, continuing to serve.
Jasnabor serving for the crossovers. Ball is out.
Lucky break there for the Petro Gazz Angels. Coming off a service error from Jasnabor.
Remy Palma.
Well, it's been this kind of game, IL. Wala naman talagang lumalamang ng malaki.
Right.
Close so far.
That ties a set.
But error starting to pile up here for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Guest player, team captain, Kat Bell, serving.
Van Sickle, oh, bumalik. Another chance here for Petro Gazz's setup. Van Sickle getting a lot of chances today, and she has not been wasting them, Maya.
I mean, Brooke Van Sickle, really that one player who is difficult to defend, especially from the net. She has a lot of variety in that attack this time, maximizing the gap in between the blockers.
Joust won by Petro Gazz, but somebody went over on the side of Chery.
Called on the ball.
Overreaching violation.
Clearly an overreaching there for Jasnabor. She's currently on the back row.
And we're still waiting actually for Chery
Double
Tiggo
touch.
to get their plays going. We know that they have a lot of these really good combination attacks. And well, same thing with Petro Gazz. Like we said naman, Ayel, hindi naman nagkakalayo. Pero iniintay pa rin natin na talagang bumulusok at maging mas solid at mas maganda yung flow ng laro on both sides of the court. That one,
too wide.
quick conversion there.
11-9.
But that one went outside. Quick timeout. Called by
Timeout. Crossovers.
Chery.
Score 9. Chery Tiggo. 11. Petro Gazz.
Sinusunod nila, eto na yung execution ni Seth. Itaas natin kasi isa lang tumaas ang talo nito sa ibabaw ng net eh. Ibababaan mo natin. Ito na lang para mas maging aggressive, sayang eh. Nandun na sa ibabaw, kaya lang susundot sa ilalim kaya uma-outside. Yung block natin, establish natin ng konti. Pagdikitin nyo na. Tapos, sis, wala na sa angle si Brook kanina, andito ka. Ito sa mga deflect tayo, ha? Kasi meron na yung libero sa likod. Okay! Ito ba na?
Remember, Ayel, that early in this conference, Petro Gazz was plagued with a lot of health issues. So ngayon na rin sila lang nagre-recover, and
Serving for
ito
the
na nga,
Angels,
it
their
took
setter,
the
number
last
17,
part of the preliminaries for them to
Saet.
really find their groove and get a succession of good games. that one escapes Chisa.
Cross
That's a
court
point
shot.
for Chery Tiggo. And we see that pagka binibilisan ng Chery yung pace ng kanilang laro, that one pays off and nakakapunto sila against Petro Gazz.
Rodriguez serving for the crossovers.
Earlier, they had a shaky passing. Good conversion that time. The reason why they need to stable up in that passing as Brooke Van Sickle continues to score for the Petro Gazz Angels. Again, having Brooke Van Sickle and Wilma Salas on opposite ends is really a big advantage for the Petro Gazz Angels.
For the Angels.
We mentioned at the top of the coverage, Van Sickle is the highest scorer among the locals. But one of these, these things that happen in a volleyball game, the miscues, the lack of communication on the side of the Angels, giving
Bicar in.
Catbell her easiest point so far.
Adorador in.
Forget that. Shaya Dorador coming in for the first time here for Chery Tiggo.
And early doubles up here for the crossovers.
Broken play. Duremdes playing the setter. Salas off the hands. Ball still good. Good blocking by the Angels. Salas picked up by Duremdes. Back row attack, and that one is called
right
inside.
Great hustle there on the floor defense for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Salas had a couple of attempts to get that point, but Duremdes being stable in the floor defense, and I mean Catbell just getting that point. Unfortunately here, another error from the service line for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
Thirteen serving 12.
Serving for the Angels.
Nepentak first set for Petro Gazz and Chery Tiggo. That one is called outside and Chery's looking for a last touch against the Angels. Not gonna get it.
That was a good attempt for Bicar to actually set up Gaston. Unfortunately, another attack error for the crossovers.
Robles going up after her reception, and somebody was at the net, or there's a violation called against Petro Gazz by Pablo to be specific, and that's going to be a free point for Chery.
Good blocking formation there. Unfortunately, net touch error.
Good first ball by Van Sickle. Robles working hard on defense. Oh, how about that? Rep Palma, just the connection there with her setter. Knowing exactly what she had in mind.
And this is what's going to be important here for both teams. We know that Wilma Salas and Catbell will deliver the points, but the contribution from the local players will, what will make the most difference here for both teams?
Got Janelle Cheng in the game now. She is now playing the anchor, the skipper for the Angels. Coming off the bench today. Chance here for Chery to set up. Quick reaction. Good job by the liberos.
Bell, right on the line.
Bell finding the corner. She knows that is a very vulnerable area for the Angels.
And this is also why Catbell is a deadly attacker. She knows what zones to target. And she knows when to go for a power hit or when to slow down.
Got an exciting first set here, Ayel. Oh, wow. Catbell almost getting a point there. A lot of action at the net.
Into the block, Rodriguez.
Chery Tiggo. As we said, a lot going on at the net here.
Good decision there for Bicar to set up Rodriguez. A lifting violation called on Salas on that one.
Cheng looking for Salas there. Pauline Gaston with her defense. Bell blocked. Good read by Palma. Ganda naman
Salas
yun.
off the hand of Robles.
That's Salas' second point. And we have a timeout as we reach second, 16 points. Back for more after the break.
Second technical time, 16. Petro Gazz. Chery Tiggo.
And at our second technical timeout, we have a one-point game. Petro Gazz Angels up by only one, and it's been a seesaw battle. A very close one here in the first set. And we talked about the importance of this game at the top of the coverage. Ayel is really just about placing, and particularly for Petro Gazz setting up the quarterfinals. A win will mean they will see Streamline. A loss would mean they will meet Signal for the first game in the next round.
Off the block, Salas.
In the meantime, Chery Tiggo is already set for a soiree with PLDT in the first day of our quarterfinals. That, by the way, starting on Saturday. Wala pong pahinga dito sa reinforced conference. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang aksyon. Salas playing good defense as well. Van Sickle at the front.
on the hit out.
And making use of every opportunity she's given. That is her fifth point, all on attacks.
I mean, Van Sickle and the Salas nearly unstoppable in the set so far. Van Sickle this time going for the high hands there.
This is a big lead considering how close it's been in this first set. 3-point advantage now for Petro Gazz. Back to two though, that error. Defense. Chery Tiggo with 16 points.
So far, it has been a lot of Cat Bell for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
Chery Tiggo.
Bell and Van Sickle leading all scorers with 5 points each. Palma contributing, but that's a good pickup by Robles there. Bell. Oh, we have a
Net touch.
net touch
Bell.
called against Cat Bell. Very sharp eyes of our second referee, Joven Racelis.
Bell could not contain her momentum in the sequence. So the Petro Gazz Angels get to keep
captain,
their 3-point
Remy
lead.
Palma serving for Petro Gazz.
Here's Cat blocked. Back row attack. Robles, unexpected one-handed set. Ethan Arce couldn't get a point off of that one. Oh, we see Cat Bell trying to avoid the blockers, and called outside, untouched. But it will not go unchallenged.
There's a challenge
This is
on
a
the
crucial
floor by
challenge
Chery
also as we
Tiggo
are getting
for a
deep
block
into this first
touch.
set. At medyo nagkakaroon na ng separation. So far, Van Sickle Vansickle with 5 points. Campbell with 5 points. Wilma Salas also contributing 3. And as you mentioned, Ayel, it will, I think, come down to the contributions of the locals.
Right.
And that will really dictate who will dominate in this matchup.
But the crossover is looking confident and trying to say that there was a block touch. Let's see if this is going to be a successful challenge for them.
In terms of blocking, there's a big disparity between Chery and Petro Gazz. As a team, Chery is the second best blocking team, while Petro Gazz is at the bottom at number 12. And that's something that Chery can keep in mind also to take advantage of their blocking as well, and to challenge the net game of Petro Gazz. On the other hand, Petro Gazz is the third best spiking team. Chery is at number 4.
Ooh.
Let's see. Oh, no block touch. So that ball sailed out. It's going to be a point for Petro Gazz. This is the biggest lead we've seen so far in this first set.
Unsuccessful.
4-point advantage for the Angels, the
serves and
reigning
scores.
reinforced conference
Remy Palma,
champs.
team captain with a serve.
Easy pickings for Rem Palma. Oh, the
Pontillas,
angle!
cross-court
Aiza,
shot.
Unang Aiza is here for the first time. She is getting her first touch and scoring right off the bat.
And a very smooth transition there for the Petro Gazz Angels. Good dig, good set there coming from Cheng, and Aiza Pontillas just maximizing the loose block of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
Service.
That was definitely a good look for Petro Gazz, and again, the contribution of the locals. And it's up to the skippers, Janelle Cheng, on the court right now to be able to distribute the ball to her players. And things just going well for Petro Gazz in the latter part of this first set. They're now up by 6 and nearing the 25-point mark. Arce.
I'm out.
That's a good block by Arce. And we have a timeout by Chery.
Okay yung block coverage natin, huwag kayong mainip. Okay? Princess, okay yung sa block coverage natin, ha? Nagkataon lang na nasahod, kaya ganun kataas yung balik ng bola. Tsagayin lang natin sa coverage. Keep on attacking that, okay? Kami tayo ng bahala sa likod. Yun na naman ang kailangan natin eh. Ngayon, ang gitna natin, wala nang ginagawa dahil wala tayong pasa. Ad-lib tayo, 3-4-4. Tapos ready na lang yung pagkakita.
First run that we've seen by any team. Petro Gazz pulling off a 7-1 run. These last exchanges.
Remy Palma, team captain, serving for the Angels.
Another chance here for the Angels. Will they get their 23rd point? They definitely will.
Through the block.
Vansickle is hot to trot.
3-16.
Everyone contributing so far here for the Petro Gazz Angels. Another point here for Vansickle. Going long, the lock shots has been working for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Service.
Dito pa lang sa first set, nakita na natin, Ayel, no, the variation of the of shots of Brooke Vansickle.
Right.
She has been hitting all parts of the court of Chery.
Making it difficult for the defense of the crossovers.
And Maisa
Outside.
Pontillas wanted to go down the line, missing the mark a little bit, going outside, giving the ball back to Chery. A chance here now for the crossovers to get a run.
Bell, guest player.
They catch up, not that
Serves
way.
into the net.
Not a good time for service error, her first. Cat Bell setting up the opponent, Petro Gazz. Multiple set points.
Pontillas serving for the set.
Quick one. Arce picked up by Bell. Good defense by Pontillas and by Bell. Back row attack, Salas. Paat back in the game, and she keeps Chery Tiggo alive.
And we talked about Pat on top of the coverage and how her contribution is actually crucial here. Finally going for that angle, going cross court.
The timeout.
But don't rush, don't rush. It's okay. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Slowly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, blue. Okay. One catch, one catch. Don't off the cup.
Let's get this one point.
They were able to hold Petro Gazz on their first set point. Talking about Chery Tiggo, and we got Abby Maraño coming into this match late in his first set.
Serving.
Good serve. Van Sickle.
A solid block from
Block.
Paat.
Eileen Paat and Pauline Gaston joining forces. Again, we talked about very efficient blocking of Chery Tiggo.
Maraño.
They are still alive here.
Good run so far for the crossovers.
Van
That one is
Sickle,
called
ball is
outside.
out.
Their touch. No touch.
Substitution. Petro Gazz.
3
2
straight
out.
points for Chery
15.
Tiggo.
Pablo in. 8
That
out.
defense on the right pin for the crossovers has been
17
working
side.
well, slowing
Back
down Brooke Van Sickle, forcing Coach Koji to make
Service. Maraño.
some substitutions.
Here's a chance for Petro Gazz to close things out. Van Sickle from the right pin this time, and
Van
that
Sickle
worked.
ends the set.
7 points for Van
For
Sickle in the
Petro Gazz.
first set, and she gets the winning point for the Angels. More time on that last point by Brooke. Challenging the two-man block. Chery 25-20 final score for that first set. We'll be back after the break. 25-20, first set going to the Petro Gazz Angels. It was a much closer start, and we saw Petro Gazz just taking control towards the latter part of this first set.
I mean, for the Petro Gazz Angels, they started steady and kept that momentum offensively. They were clearly better in terms of efficiency against the crossovers, and they were able to slow down Kat Bell, who has been the leading scorer for the crossovers. So that was something important for the Petro Gazz Angels. So some contributions from other players on the side of the crossovers are also needed. As you take a look at the numbers, 14 attack points for the Petro Gazz Angels, 11 for the crossovers, 1 block apiece for both teams. Both teams committing a lot of errors as well, but I think what's important and what allowed Petro Gazz Angels to get that set was their consistency, especially towards the end stretch of the first set.
We're also looking for more action from the middle for Chery, and we can't stress it enough. It really cannot be a one-man show with Kat Bell doing most of the scoring. She has 5 so far, but Paat made a difference right away. She came in back into the game towards the latter part. She has 3 points, and also Abby Maraño with her consistent serving, almost getting them further into the first set, but set point na ang Petro Gazz, and that one error cost them the game. And here we go for set number 2. Quick point there by
Arce.
Early activation there on the middle for the Petro Gazz Angels. Arce with a first point for the Angels.
And that's what we're seeing a lot from the Angels. The middle blockers getting a lot of chances to join in on the fun here. Oh, now our ace
for Petro,
the best server of the league, with her first ace and her 8th point. She is outscoring Wilma Salas, the guest player, who has 3 points so far.
And this is one department that the Petro Gazz has been doing so well. They're serving. Unfortunately, a rotation error called on the Petro Gazz Angels. Natin Tatura and Saet.
Under the watchful eye of our first referee, Jocelyn Del Rosario. Chery Tiggo will get their first point via a rotation error. Pauline Gaston, who started today, getting good minutes on the court. A tough one. Another chance here for Petro Gazz to set up. Saet pushing it out to Salas. Pero ganda sana ng depensa, pero meron tayong narinig na pito. And I think Picar is going to be called a violation. Meantime, Ayi Dinsa is ready with a report.
Chiki and Ayel, Coach Kung Fu mentioned to me how fate was graceful to them because despite Ara Galang not being able to play, given her muscle strain, Mama Mylene Paat is able to step in because she's already gone through physical therapy and has been recovering day by day, and she's now able to step in these crucial times. Mama Mai mentioned to me how both challenging and fulfilling it is to recuperate and recover and be on call at the same time to beast out on the court. Chang Abby Maraño even said that starting today up until the quarterfinals, beast mode ang kanilang ilalabas. Meanwhile, Zacarandang says it's focus that they need to defeat the likes of Wilma Salas and Brooke Van Sickle. This report is brought to you by Pilipinas Live app. For 149 pesos, makakabawi ba ang Chery Tiggo Crossovers? Let's go back to set 2.
For the Angels.
Thank you, Ayi. We like beast mode. That's what the fans come out for. Oh, great defense. Gandang habol naman ng Petro Gazz. Pero bumalik ka ng bola. Quick transition pays off for Chery Tiggo.
That's right. A good delay there coming from Bekar. Take a look at this approach of Abby Maraño, and that combination play works for them. Effective decoy there, Abby Maraño.
That goes long.
And unfortunately, a service error, just negating that last play. Point goes back to Petro Gazz.
Guest player, Wilma Salas, serving for Petro Gazz.
Oh, and a service error on the side of Petro Gazz. This time, palitan lang sila. That's a break for Chery Tiggo.
Well, for the Petro Gazz Angels, they need to be careful. That department worked well for them in the first set. They're serving. But right now, a couple of errors from that department already.
Van Sickle timing it. Chery with the defense. Adorador is dug. Palma stopped. And Catbell, easy over there. From the pipe,
Salas.
that one is good. Salas already. The second point early in the second set, 5 in total for Wilma. Hinahabol niya yung 40 points na ginawa niya last time out. As she was on the court. 36 points before that. So a lot of points churned out by Wilma Salas. We have an early challenge.
Wilma Salas has been effective on all sides of the court so far. Gained a couple of points already from the back row. But let's see if this will be a successful challenge for the crossovers.
Yeah, impressive. Wilma Salas, as you can see, very tall player, 6'2". But in the stats, she is registering as the perform receive. That is definitely inside, no question. But it was worth a shot for Chery Tiggo.
Unsuccessful.
Back to Wilma Salas. She is the 4th best spiker and the 4th best receiver. Again, the versatility being displayed by the Cuban reinforcement player from Petro Gazz. Shaya off the hands of Chisayat Arce. Alam niya yung advantage niya, mas matangkad, and easier to get it past the hands of Chi.
And this is what they need. They need to challenge the good net defense of the Petro Gazz Angels.
Crossovers.
That's a second service error already for Catbell.
Both teams struggling on the service line so far.
Chisayat serving.
Layo din ang tinakbo ni Chisayat. You gotta hand it to her for her hustle. And play stop here. Shaya Dordor. She's making sure that her ankle intact. And she looks like she's okay.
First technical timeout. 8.
And we are at our first technical timeout with Petro Gazz leading by 3. Welcome back to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Chiqui Ro, Puno with Ayala Estranero, and Alexis Tinsay, also part of our woman panel here. Last day of competition in the preliminary round of your PVL Reinforced Conference. Shout out to all of you watching us on the Filipinas Live app. First game won by Petro Gazz. For those of you just joining us now, 25-20 was the score. Got exciting at the end.
End of the first technical timeout.
And now Petro Gazz with a 3-point advantage after the first technical timeout. Chisayat has been calling the shots most of the time, alternating with Janelle Cheng, who's also getting some playing time today. And that one escapes.
Nice off the hand of
That's
Robles.
Robles there using her one hand to stop the ball. That's another point for Ethan Arce.
We've talked about the offensive weapons of the Petro Gazz Angels, but Chisa is doing a good job in terms of ball distribution so far.
Absolutely. Isa Maiso Pontillas
Ball is
is
out.
in the game. And again, that one sails out. But Pontillas already with 2 points. And she did not start today.
Shaya Dorador
She was also
serving
off the bench.
for the crossovers.
Good serve. Perfect pass there by Salas. Chance here for Chery Tiggo. Bell from back row, outside.
Bell.
And Bell lapsing in a lot of errors. Consecutive errors. Serve and from the court.
Well, Bell can't seem to find her momentum here in this match, but Chery Tiggo continues to rely on her heavily.
That's a big one. Ball still good though. Outside set, Salas, good defense by Shaya. Nice try to keep the ball in play, but too strong from Wilma Salas, and she scores point number 6. And the Angels
Salas
cheering
has been
squad happy about that last sequence.
Overs.
Spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan.
Depensahan natin, hindi lang natin daw ilalagay sa tamang lugar. Nag-establish yung block, umiibabaw yung spiker eh. Kaya ng kaso doon, ang maganda, makaka-recover tayo sa ilalim. Ang problema, hindi natin natatapos ng maayos. Pag receive ng bola, target 3 lang tayo na nasa target 6 para yung atake natin, kahit out of system, kahit may triangle offense natin, ma-execute natin. Kung ito tatapon niyang kaliwa ka na, mahihirapan talaga tayo, wala tayong counter attack. Okay?
Go guys,
Target tayo, lagay natin yung bola doon sa may attack area, ha?
Cheers! Bye!
Galaw na.
some sense of urgency needed right now for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. I mean, everything going well for the Petro Gazz Angels, so adjustments really needed both in offense and defense for the crossovers here. It's already a 5-point lead for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Service ace after that timeout. So there's no icing. Brooke Van Sickle, she will get her 9th point. She will most definitely break the double-digit barrier today probably before Wilma Salas. Another ace.
Passing
And that is why she is the top server of the league.
I mean, the passing has been really shaky for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. And Petro Gazz Angels just banking on their strength, which is serving.
Double digits already for Brooke. Hindi makaragano ganyan. Hindi pa kakawala ni Ethan Arce.
Another good service here coming from Brooke Van Sickle. Same target, but still no adjustments from the crossovers.
Oh, she knows how to vary her serves also. But that was a good pickup by
Robles.
Pauline Gaston. Ending aces of Brooke and getting the ball back for her team.
Great decision there to just roll that one over, finding that spot, finding that hole, making Wilma Salas work for the defense.
One-handed set. Gaston again with a pickup. Back row, Adorador. Brooke there with the answer. Maisa Pontillas with a roll. Cat Bell. Good rally. We haven't seen too many today. And it's good defense by Bell. One more time. Oh! Talagang bantay na bantay yata si ng Isa.
The crossovers perfectly reading that one. I mean, it was a fast, low set coming from side, but take a look at Robles guarding that zone, guarding that angle. No coverage from the Petro Gazz Angels.
I want to say, look at 5'3" Robles, which makes it that much more incredible. And that was untouched, an unforced error there on the attack by Wilma Salas. Break for Chery Tiggo, which is badly needed. They need to get a run. And this time, if they get it early in the set, then it will be a closer game. Oh. I don't know if that was the intention, but it fooled everybody, Ayan.
I mean, it was too fast of a set there, going to Salas. Great adjustment, extending her arms, using her left arm, just tipping that one over, and the crossover is not reacting well on that attempt.
Bell picked up by Saet. Another chance for Chery. This time from the left pin.
Robles.
And that did not go past
Off the net and out.
net. That is going to be a point for Petro Gazz after the error by Robles. 69 is the count, 7-point advantage by the Angels. Back at the Eco Oil Center for the third of our triple header today. Chiquiro, Puno with Ayala Chiquiro, and Alexis Tinsay. Chery Tiggo needed to use that technical timeout to get the game going. It is a 7-point advantage enjoyed by Petro Gazz. And what adjustments are you looking for from the side of Chery?
Well, for the Chery Tiggo crossovers, they really need to convert points here. I mean, regardless if they have that good defense, it's not gonna work. They need points. They need to produce more points here to cut this lead as Wilma Salas gets another point off that tip. I mean, Vansicle, Salas, just very creative with their attack so far, finding the holes, finding the weak spots in that floor defense of the crossovers.
We also have Arce contributing 4 points already. The biggest lead we're seeing in this matchup. Hindi lumayo ng ganito in the first set. And like you mentioned, Chery Tiggo getting their points in spurts, and they can't afford that kind of performance. More consistent and consecutive scoring is what they need.
Violation there called on the Remdes, setting up in the front row.
Going their way. Petro Gazz 17 out, 20. Sabete in, 8 out.
Jonas Sabete will see action for the first time in our match today. And Janelle Cheng also back in as the setter.
Janelle Cheng serving.
Quality minutes from everyone, the Petro Gazz Angels.
Oh, good blocking.
Back.
Off the bench, right away challenged by Chery Tiggo and Abby Maraño, working hard at the net.
It seems like Chery Tiggo has the strength there in that right spin net defense. They have been slowing down.
That was actually Cesc Robles' point at the block again.
Salas through the block.
Just too smart. That was Smart play there by Wilma Salas.
Salas has been choosing speed over power for a couple of sequences already, going for the power tips. Has been working.
For the Angels.
That's a good receive by Duremdes. Cheng with the pickup. And Jonah from the right pin this time. That works.
Off the block.
Sabete
against 20 for Petro Gazz. Big lead. Very precarious situation here for Chery in the second set. Lucky break for Crossovers.
Chery Tiggo.
big lead here that Chery Tiggo would
Substitution. Chery Tiggo.
want to close, but they need to make a run.
Karandang in.
Sakarandang also coming in. Coach Kung Fu is looking for the right combination of players. Let's see if this is it. Oh, that's a great block off the bench. Karandang right away making an impact.
Steady and net defense so far for the crossovers from the right pin to the left pin, slowing down the offense of the Petro Gazz Angels.
That point will go to Adorador though. Two-man block there. This time,
pocket.
Angle there. Van Sickle again finding that zone 5 empty, and she has point number 11.
Petro Gazz Angels just quick to get a side out here. Van Sickle with another point.
Remy Palma, team captain, serving for the Angels.
Oh, another bad serve. Maybe one too many, actually, for both teams. Lapsing into errors at the service line.
Substitution.
Petro Gazz with a
Chery
bit of a
Tiggo.
cushion
11
here. They can
7,
afford those
5,
errors, but for the
in.
Chery Tiggo crossovers, they need to play
1
clean
out,
volleyball
4.
here.
Nabor in.
Nabor also coming in at the serve. And a little less pressure for Chery moving into the quarterfinals. Like you mentioned, they're already secure in their spot. They will be playing against PLDT next week. And we have a
Targets are blocked. It's okay. Okay. One more. You can still sub-catch. Go, keep the pace. Don't easily mistake.
Okay.
4 points.
Let's go. Hey, cover tayo.
You have a set, next set. No finish this set.
Yes, coach.
How about the end?
Yes.
Good or not?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
One ready. Let's go.
Hey, Petro Gazz Angels.
Mini run there for the crossovers, but sense of urgency there coming from Coach Koji. I mean, they can't afford to let the crossovers gain some confidence here. They would want to dominate and just control this set, talking about the Petro Gazz Angels.
Council or Paul Artadi,
Jasmine
of
Nabor,
course, with
serving
Palua
for
joining the
Chery
action
Tiggo.
here at the Phil Oil. Chery putting up a fight here now. Adorador challenging the blockers. Another chance here for Petro Gazz from the right pin. Good pickup by Robles. That's a big back set. Good defense by Sabete. Oh! Great hustle on both sides. I mean, if you have to give up a point, do it in this fashion.
Exactly. I mean, it was a wasted opportunity there for the crossovers. A chance ball given away by Wilma Salas there, but no one took the initiative. Adorador caught transitioning back, wasn't in the best position. Definitely an easy point for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Sa bola, pag galing sa block, out of system. First of all natin, kukunin natin ng ganito. Yung maturity naman kasi inahanap natin dito. Situational, di ba ito sana hindi natin ginagawa sa tayo? Paano kayo nagre-recover ng bola? Okay, masyado bang advance yung iniisip mo? Kailangan mo nang pumalo agad? To be at the moment, kung kailangan mo kumuha ng dalawang kamay, kuha ng dalawang kamay. Bakit? Para makarecover ka, pag-atake. Hindi pwedeng atake ka na kagad. Sayang kasi, nagiging sorry miss tayo. Supposedly, i-score na natin para sa counter-attack. Nawawala. Hirap na.
It's the small details that Coach Kung Fu is trying to remind his players. They've been training, they know what to do, but it's just really a matter of executing better, especially when needed, especially in moments like those that they have an opportunity for a counter-attack.
Knowing Coach Kung Fu is already forecasting the quarterfinals and gauging the performance today, maybe this is how he's going to plan his training, no? Kasi talaga, I think all teams have to level up. Obviously, the quarterfinals, a knockout quarterfinals, so matira matibay talaga.
Service sa better.
And again, an easy over, easy play here. Petro Gazz does the same. Oh, that's a lucky break for Chery Tiggo because that wasn't a difficult ball to get for Petro Gazz.
Shaya Dorador serving for the crossovers.
Vansickle going up, and ball goes down, and that is point number 24 for the Angels. Again, set point in set number 2 or second frame. Lopsided compared to the first.
Clean attack there coming from Vansickle, making it look so easy against the net defense of the crossovers. As you mentioned, the Petro Gazz Angels just controlling and dominating this set.
Perez there with a serve. There's a chance here. Petro Gazz, will they get it? Nice effort on the defense. Chery Tiggo with a shot to try to keep playing. And that was good. Robles spotting the empty zone number 5 there. Looking for the corner pocket, finding it. Really impressive, says Robles. All 5'3" of her. Just going up against giants, six-footers and taller players from Petro Gazz.
A great show of aggressiveness there for Robles.
Arce.
Great attack by Arce. What a killer. And that puts the nail on the coffin in the second set. Another win for Petro Gazz, and featured server of the set brought to you by Sunsilk. Switch to the new Sunsilk anti-dandruff shampoo now. After dandruff na, balik yung spoon hair powder. Another W for Petro Gazz. That's 2-0, and we will talk more about it after the break. Petro Gazz Angels up 2-0 against the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. 25-16 was the score in the second set. Different from the way things went down in set number 1. What was the difference for UIL?
Well, for the Petro Gazz Angels, they continue to better themselves, especially in offense. 33% attacking efficiency in the first set. They were able to improve it to 41% spiking efficiency. It just shows how they are locked in with their offense. Everyone contributing. Great playmaking by Saed so far. But it's not just they're attacking their offense because on the service line, they have tallied a couple of points. Forcing the Chery Tiggo Crossovers to commit errors on the first ball, which has made it very difficult for them to convert points in that second set. As we take a look at the numbers, a very low output in terms of attack points for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Only 4 against the big number of the Petro Gazz in 15. Chery Tiggo had some sparks in that second set. 4 kill blocks for them. We saw how they slowed down the offense of the Angels, but the Angels 3 service aces in that set. But for both teams, they were able to minimize their errors. Only 7 for the Crossovers and 8 for the Petro Gazz Angels.
You also mentioned, Ayel, the sense of urgency that seems to be lacking in Chery Tiggo in the past 2 sets. Although we mentioned also how they are securely into the quarterfinals, so there's also that that knowledge that there really isn't a need to win and to fight hard. But just the same, Chery's fans looking for them to at least get a set from Petro Gazz in this third frame. Must-win situation for the Crossovers.
Salas off the hand of Paa.
Petro Gazz trying to improve their 7th place position so far. Of course, we know the top 8 going into the quarterfinals. And we mentioned briefly how they were plagued with a lot of health issues early in this conference. They are the reigning champions in the reinforced, so they really want to make things up pagdating sa quarterfinals.
I mean, this is a veteran team. We're talking about the Petro Gazz Angels. They have a lot of experience, so we're not surprised how they are getting the winning streaks towards the end stretch of the preliminary round.
Meantime, we have a rally brewing here. Pat getting the better of Chisay in that last exchange. And Pat was missing in the second set, and she is back now starting in this third frame. She scores her 4th.
Comfortable angle here for Mylene Pat. You got to guard that zone 2, but again, it's a matter of consistency for the Crossovers. They get a point, but then they commit an error next, so that's not gonna help them long term in the set.
Ethan Arce.
Abby Maranyo talking about the need to get into beast mode. I think now is a better time than any. She is also on the court now starting in this third set. Paat with an off-speed. Van Sickle from the pipe. Good pick up there by Libero.
Paat
In a row for Paat. Just brute force getting her 5th point.
And Nabor just realizing that Pat has the hot hands right now, going for that reverse set, perfectly set to Pat, and Pat taking advantage of the loose block.
Mylene Paat serving for Chery Tiggo.
That's a good serve. Brooke from back row. Nice defense also from Mylene. Salas. Oh! Good enough by the Remnants, but this time Salas made sure she scores on that last hit off of Nabor. Alexis Dinsay is ready with a report.
Chiki and Ayel, regarding Petro Gazz Angels' victory, I asked Coach Koji and assistant coach Stephen mentioned to me it's harder to stop uphill because the load is definitely heavier. I asked what turned the confidence light bulb on among the Angels despite a rough start, and he told me we just had to remember we're the defending reinforced champions. They did truly have it in them to reactivate what they once had in the likes of Chisay and Wilma Salas. This time around, though, it braced them for a challenge to fight through the games with a positive outlook. For them, it doesn't matter if they get to rest for one game day or have consecutive matches na walang pahinga. Itutuloy na raw nila ang pagkapanalo. Subscribe to the Pilipinas Live app for 149 pesos. Will the Angels seal the deal or will the Crossovers retaliate? Back to set 3.
Thanks so much, Ai. And as we listen to your report, we're seeing Petro Gazz already leading by 3 here. And a quick timeout by Chery.
Hinayang ako dun sa ini-ensayo natin na tama. Hindi kayo nagkakamali, pero kulang yung execution natin. Kulang tayo dun sa aggressiveness. Kulang, wala tayo sa tempo. Ano tayo ba? Magtutugma. Wala nga tayo sa timing. Ang pinapractice natin, mahaba. Tatakbo na mahaba si Abby. Kukunin niya yung bola, short. Ayun, dito.
Sige.
Isang pag wala, hindi kaya hanapin sikat. Likod tayo.
Go.
Tapos libero, teka lang. Naka-establish ang block natin. Yung libero natin nakakakuha. Karen, tapusin natin yung galaw kasi tumakbo na lang tayo. Mag-forward na lang tayo. Tara, magtatatlo yan.
There, just reminding them that they actually trained for this game. They've prepared. It's just a matter of them executing the game plan. And he also pointed out that they really need to find their rhythm, to play cohesively, because individually we know how talented they are, but they really need to play as a unit right now.
And that's the interesting thing about
Outside shot.
rhythm, no? You can't teach it, but you know when it's there. So they just have to find it. And we've seen them in unison. Chery Tiggo, when they are flowing and they're cohesive, they are such a joy to watch.
And talking about cohesiveness, that's what Petro Gazz is actually doing. They're playing synchronized volleyball here. Everyone moving at the same time, finding their own spots.
Bell off the underside.
Bell goes off quick one there with her 6th point. And I think this is also a much-needed wake-up call for Kat Bell, who really has to come up big in this 3rd set if they want to keep playing against Petro Gazz. Good pick up by Van Sickle. Salas. Oh, that cut shot.
The angle.
Just an excellent form, and she now overtakes all players with 14 points, the top scoring player in this match so far.
Guest player, Wilma Salas, serving for the Angels.
Again, free ball. It's Petro Gazz with a chance now to score. That's a good, smart play by Jazz Tabor. Totally unexpected. Big point for her.
Good decision there to just push that ball over. Salas step late, step away on the defense.
Convinced ako kayong mga setter, may mga mata kayo sa likod ng ulo niyo. That's a good set, but finding the ball a little too late, a little too low.
Again, it's still a consistency issue here for the crossovers. They get the point and then they commit an error next. They need to find a way to get the momentum and sustain the momentum if they want to extend this match.
Palma got a hand on that one, but Bell too strong with her 7th point now, but still a rather low output for Kat Bell.
But a good point here going to Palma in that attack.
I mean, right now, Kat Bell has the same number of points as Cesc Robles at 7.
Through the block.
And Maylene Bad, we talked about the consistency. If she can only just continuously deliver these points, then Chery Tiggo will have a shot at playing set number 4.
Service.
6 points now for Maylene Bad. Good serve. That's what Chery Tiggo needs. Quick point by service ace by Jazz Labor, already with 2. And Chery in the lead after the first technical timeout.
Chery Tiggo.
Chery Tiggo Crossovers in the lead now after the first technical timeout. It's a close third set. 8-7 is the score. This is a must-win third set for the Crossovers. Saw a spark in Mylene Paat, who is now with 7 points, tied with Kat Bell and Cesc Robles. Adorador contributing 2 points. Same with Jazz Labor after that service ace. Nasunda naman na error.
Chisae serving for the Angels.
Oh, that was a tough one. How do you stop a serve like that from Chisae?
Too fast there of a serve for the crossovers. No one even got to move before the ball hit the court.
Paat goes up, and she will get that point by a check ball.
Paat actually playing very steady here.
Like, she is
Kat Bell.
if you read her lips, parang sinasabi niya na medyo nag-slide siya. Masakit sa likod pag nangyayari yun.
Arce.
Quick conversion here. And Arce, a quiet operator, just sneaking in points here and there. She has 6 already.
Arce has been a good contributor also here for Petro Gazz Angels. Efficient game so far.
Petro attack, another chance here for Chery. Paat will just send it over. Botched play. Petro Gazz on the offense. This time, no go for Salas. She'll get another chance. She pushes the ball. Paat was there. Van Sickle, soft one. Sakarandang knew what to do. Salas with a fourth chance and finally off the hands of Mylene Paat. That was a good rally.
A great net defense there for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Made it so difficult for the Petro Gazz Angels to convert a point. But I mean, Salas outsmarting Paat on that one.
Good serve. Again, she strikes from the service area. #1 server in the league, Brooke Van Sickle. I'm sure her performance today, already her 3rd ace, will secure her #1 spot in the service department.
Service, Van Sickle.
Free ball. Petro Gazz will set up. Soft one from Puntillas. Paat. That was easy for Brooke. Salas going down the line. Wasn't the prettiest of hits, but it did the job. Got the point. That's point number 15, and the spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan.
This is one of the strongest rotation for the Petro Gazz Angels. Van Sickle serving, Salas on the front row for the attack. Definitely, you know, easy outing there for Salas. And this is the rotation where the crossovers actually need a quick side out. They don't want Van Sickle to stay in the service line for so long, because this is the effect, the big lead right now for the Petro Gazz Angels.
And that's going to be a point, a much needed one for Chery Tiggo. Catbell delivers on that one.
And again, for the crossovers, they have the safety net in Catbell from the back row this time. Much needed point.
Ball still good. The ball will recycle. Mylene Paat goes up. Chisaet sends it over again. Back row attack. Chisaet with the defense. And Pepito na naman. Somebody went over the net.
Called on Bell.
Looks like it's going to be called against Mylene Paat. Petro Gazz will get that point. Let's take a look at it one more time. Oh, it's a stepping, yeah.
Catbell actually stepping on the line.
Serving for the Angels.
So that is against Catbell. Paat with a push. Nabor, good defense. Mylene Paat again. And we know what she wanted to do. She wanted to go deep.
And
We'll look at zone 1. 16-10, now a 6-point advantage for Petro Gazz and the second technical timeout.
Second technical timeout. 6.
Back at the Phil Oil Echo Oil Center. Set number 3 between Chery and Petro Gazz. And we're talking off the air. Yeah, the struggle is real for Chery today.
I mean, for Chery Tiggo, it seems like they're really having a difficult time to convert points. But Petro Gazz just making it look so easy, playing as a team right now.
The pickup by Bell. Chance for Petro Gazz to counter here. Nabor looking for Catbell again, and that one is good from back row. Pero may pito or meron na namang challenge ba? Yeah, the net touch challenge coming from Chery. They should have just left that alone kasi pwede ba nilang bawian? I guess pwede, no?
But lucky for them here, Saet admitting to that violation.
Fair play. Avoid the challenge.
Yeah, fair play moment. Saet just inako na lang niya. And we continue play here, although that was a good attack by Catbell. Paon na baon.
For the crossovers.
Oh, almost, but things happen too quickly on the side of Petro Gazz.
Great activation there from the middle. Too fast there for the crossovers. A big gap also in between the blockers. Catbell right on the spot. Just couldn't contain that attack.
So the reaction on Rem Palma's face there. Even she was very pleased with the way that play went. It was pretty as a picture. Again, a free ball. Petro Gazz will counter here.
Net touch.
And all sorts of problems for Chery Tiggo. Petro Gazz having an easy time scoring their points in this third set.
I'm out.
Errors really piling up here, not helping crossovers in the set.
Tayo, step up. Wala na, masakit ang ulo. Wala na tayong pamalit sa wing. Kaya yung natao sa harap, ayaw nyo naman pumuntos. Ang dami ng opportunity pwedeng ipuntos. Sige lang tayo ng galaw. Wala ang intention kumuha ng points. Just, okay yung intention, pero wala na sa pasisikat para pumatake. Tawag tayo. Kailangan natin yun. Kapag maganda naman, uupakan niya eh. So, guys, locals, trabaho kayo. Kayo nagtrabaho dyan. Masakit na rin ang ulo ko dito, kakaisip pa ba?
Chery! Bye!
Coach Kung Fu couldn't find any solutions here to how his players are actually playing.
You can count on the comic relief from Coach Kung Fu. His sense of humor always saving the day, but I think he recognizes really that he is at his wit's end. Di na rin niya alam kung anong gagawin niya. Yeah, the intention is there, but you have to be smarter with your intentions, and she was talking mostly to Jazz Tabor that time. But it doesn't help that the serves of Petro Gazz have been working also.
Right. Stable passing is what the crossovers need here. Oh,
how about that?
Salas with a
nadala na rin yan sa height, pero yung timing and just the court sense and ball sense displayed by Wilma Salas.
I mean, Salas just reading that one perfectly, and as you mentioned, taking advantage of her length.
That's a good first ball. And it starts with that good first pass, and we know what can happen.
Ball and Adorador connecting this time perfectly. Down the line attack, actually in between the blockers of Van Sickle, getting the ball on time.
Salas playing it smart and catching Mylene Pat off guard. Petro Gazz is cruising in this third set, and they are looking to improve their standing to 5-3, which will put them in 6th place if they can keep going this way. Meantime, Chery Tiggo has seen better days, but they are safely within the top 8.
Wilma Salas, guest player, serving.
It was either a 4 or 5 finish for Chery Tiggo, but they will be seeing PLDT.
Yamzon scores her first point.
Yamzon, what an entrance. Scoring right off the bench.
You know, we've been mentioning about the good offense of the Petro Gazz Angels, but Tempiatura has been doing well, has been steady in the floor defense as well.
10-point advantage. Nabor was red that time.
Sabete through the block.
Sabete now rallying some points. Second today.
Everyone contributing here.
So far, Wilma Salas with 18 points. Lower than usual. You remember she scored 40 last time. That's inside.
Right on the line. That's an ace.
What a time for a service ace for Wilma Salas. And that really has been the story for Petro Gazz. Their consistency at the serve, getting them to this point.
There's a challenge on the floor by Chery Tiggo for ball in, ball out. Challenge, ball in, ball out.
And again, looking at the standings here, you went through this with us earlier, Ayel. The 4 teams at the bottom will drop out. Unfortunately for Choco Mucho, they had their last shot at the quarterfinals today, and they did not score that win against PLDT. They end up with a 2-6 record, and they go home early together with next lead. That looks like it's in, barely, but it did just touch the line. That was a good challenge though.
Is unsuccessful.
Next
Right,
led
and serve.
Gallery Zeus Coffee
Go to
out
the
of
Angels.
contention,
Now
as well
at
as Choco
match
Mucho.
point.
Sabete. Another chance for Petro. And Salas. I mean, you heard
ends the set and the match.
the contact there, solid. And the shot at zone 5, perfect. And that is a win. Panalo play of the game brought to you by Yakult. Yakult every day, okay. We'll take a quick break. Come right back.
Congratulations to our Petro Gazz Angels.
Straight set win for Petro Gazz against Chery Tiggo, and Alexis Tinsay is ready with the player of the game. Alexis Tinsay is getting ready, but meantime, taking a look at the boards here. Okay, let's turn it over to Ai.
Chiki Leal here with me is player of the game, none other than the amazing Wilma Salas with 21 points, 20 attacks, and an amazing 50% attack efficiency. Congratulations, Wilma. And you talked about improving game after game back in the dugout. So how does it feel to win in a sweep?
Okay, we're training every time for this, for come to the game, for do the best. I think we know the importance this second round. For this, I think the team continue, improve, and every time to push, yes.
And Wilma, what can we expect from the Petro Gazz Angels in the upcoming quarterfinals? More grit, more bravery, more courage?
Okay, the point for Petro Gazz continue like this is the smile. You know, every time we speak about this, a smile, funny, every in the court, go up, yes.
If one name comes to mind, who's the player that makes you laugh the most? Who's a teammate that makes you laugh?
Other team where I love, PLDT, PLDT.
Who do you want to greet? Your loved ones? You want to talk to the PVL fans? You can now greet them.
Sorry.
Who do you want to greet? Do you have anyone to greet? Your family, your loved ones watching, your fans from Petro Gazz?
I say thank you to all the Philippine fans. I know every time she put the support, so thank you so much for everything. Kisses and thank you.
Congratulations, Wilma Salas and the rest of the Petro Gazz Angels for doing such an amazing sweep. For today, we have more games coming this Tuesday. Stay tuned.
Wilma Salas here, the player of the game. And let's quickly take a look at the standings we were talking about, Ayel.
Yeah, there you go. The complete cast for the quarterfinals. The Chery Chargers at first seed, still undefeated. You have Signal, Creamline, PLDT, Chery Tiggo, Petro Gazz at sixth seed after winning today against the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, Capital One, and Farm Fresh on the bottom of the standing. So it's gonna be Akari versus Farm Fresh, Signal versus Capital One, Creamline versus Petro Gazz, and PLDT versus Chery Tiggo in the quarterfinals.
And we are not going to wait too long. We are going to get the quarterfinals going right away. Let's take a look at the matchups you just mentioned. And eto na nga, nakita nyo na. It's 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, and 4 versus 5. And the most important thing, it's a knockout.
It's a one game, so you need to show up. You need to wake up at the right side of the bed on that day. And the games on August 24 on Saturday, the first day of the quarterfinals, Akari Chargers versus the Farm Fresh Foxies at 4 p.m. And at 6 p.m., you have the Signal HD Spikers against the Capital One Solar Spikers. It's gonna be here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, San Juan City.
I think Petro Gazz has earned themselves a couple of days of rest by winning that game. And they win it in a great fashion. A sweep by Petro Gazz against Chery Tiggo on the last day of our preliminary round. That's it. This has been Chiki Puno with Ayel Estranero, Alexis Tinsay, our director Alneri, Carlo Grajo, our game producer, and all the men and women of Signal Sports. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Saturday back here at the Phil Oil for the start of the quarterfinals of your PVL Reinforced Conference on Pilipinas Live.